Greetings and salutations, and
Hello.
welcome
Hello.
to Sagas and Solace, a desperate chance. So,
New title, yeah.
I will be doing the read.
I gasps.
Last time, our heroes faced against the might of Gaia, the last phoenix in her corrupted form, and through the concourse of their challenge, failed. In a last desperate sacrificial act, those that do not join us today chose to walk the final road. And Venneth Tyr, or Chrome to those that knew him before, took Miss Quill and the corpse of Twilight Mouse and escaped the Sundering Stone. In his last moments of twisting consciousness, Venneth Tyr speaks the words of the song Sherazade. Stepping through the portal's light, he arrives on the other end of the stone sanctuary. Back to Moazkadon. Back to the home he built with those that will never come home. Venneth Tyr. Your body weakened.
Yes.
A deep, dull pain through your undead form pulses as you carry Miss Quill and the Twilight Mouse through to the other side. Nearly collapsing, Miss Quill will switch sides with you, holding up your body as you carry the Twilight Mouse in your other hand. Stumbling ever forward.
I would yell for Liza. Liza!
Your voice, strong, echoes into the stone sanctuary. It does not take long before Laza's voice returns to you. Mr. Venneth Tyr, what has happened?
I'll look. And dead eyes. Casualties.
What do you
6
mean?
dead. 1
You-
missing.
What do you mean, casualties? Where's Mr. Marlowe?
They sacrificed their lives so that one could live.
No.
And I'll place Twilight Mouse on the table. By whatever means you have to do, she must live.
Miss Quill will just simply shiver and sniffle in the background, not having much to say. Laza, completely stunned. Oh, Stonefather. And the others as well? Mr. Nenanoth? Miss Knarh? So Swig?
Knarh could be brought back through that fight. She changed. The others met a worse fate.
Oh my goodness. Such terrible calamity. I shall tend to Twilight Mouse.
Yes.
And Laza will take the Twilight Mouse over to one of the stone tables and attempt to administer from your resources. Do you guys have an elixir of life in the vault? Let me see here.
I don't believe so. Think we used everything in that fight.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, our diamond dust was on Swig.
that is truly unfortunate. How much money do you guys have in the vault?
Not a lot. Let me pull that out. We have 190 gold. I have 571 gold pieces on me. Think that should be enough to get a diamond worth 300, correct?
Hmm.
If not, I would
I don't think so.
I would waste a point of glory to do such.
To try and find a diamond?
Yes, if possible, and a cleric of some sort that knows the means to revive.
Hold on, getting ahead of me here. I think maybe you don't need to spend a glory on that, but you have allies you can call upon.
Yes.
That will have resources, but which of your factional allies would you like to call upon to revive the Twilight Mouse? As a reminder, these are your options.
I know for sure the Metherians will have the means to do it, but to help an undead, I don't know. I would go with the...
Well, I'll go through the options. So, you could ask the Dwarves of Demon's Deep for help, but they will certainly expect proper payment in service. Aelin Trueheart, the Barrow King, will offer resurrection. However, his resurrection is to raise her as a risen, which may not be what she desires. William Solace can offer resurrection, but only in the form of the druidic power of reincarnation, which bears its own burdens. Captain Carter, of course, has access to such resources with Inquisitor Trent as well as Rhoda. However, the problem with that is that that will be seen by the other factions as a step towards alliance. To be clear, any use of any of these would be seen as a step towards favor to that faction, with the possible exception of the Barrow King, which you started as a faction that you're favored with, and everybody kind of came to the table knowing that because it is because of him being vouching for your political relevance that you're worth talking to. And then, of course, there is Faustine Hightower, which, even if she were to let you have it for an incredibly reduced price, you would expect, no doubt, payments in the form of favors, more money to be paid, or other some such. You could also beseech Davian Laton, the Brass Baron, but that would put you further in debt to the Brass Baron himself. So, which one did you like?
What kind of service would I know from if I use the Demon's Deep?
You don't know for certain. These are just like... This is me telling you that the dwarves aren't going to ask for money. They're probably going to ask for service.
I could offer a portion of the forge. That should be enough. Yeah, I would go with Deep.
Dwarves? Okay.
Yeah, the dwarves from Emberdane.
As you summon Sir Emberdane to meet with the Carnelian Circle. He will arrive in his regular sanctimonious, sanctified fashion, giving a salute as he takes a seat. You wanted to see me, and he notices that there's only you sitting there. At this point, Quill has rejoined her companions.
Yes. Okay.
So it is just you seated there. Where, pray tell, is the rest of the circle? Is this the personal request?
This is hard to say. Our venture down to the laboratories was deadly. It left me a lone survivor. But there's a chance I can bring another back. That is why I'm speaking to you. I need the means to revive a member of the Carnelian Circle. In return, I can give you part of the Forge District. You will be sharing it with the Mytharians, as we told that they will have a part in it as well.
Yo, are you saying your companion has fallen in battle?
Yes, all of them have. But there is ways to...
All of them? What do you mean, all of them?
Do you know the tier laboratories, correct? We all discussed about it. And how dangerous they are.
Yes. I'm sorry. Please, to reiterate, all of your companions are dead. The entirety of the Carnelian Circle, other than yourself.
Correct.
Well, this is most dire indeed. I know not what resources the Thanes can allow, but are they recoverable?
One is for certain, another is another method I have to use. I need abilities to revive one. I came to you as, well, we already owe you part of the city. This is a insurance that you will get it.
How did they fall? What manner of creature did you face that would best the Carnelian Circle?
A monster made by this mad scientist tier.
Are the threats that this mad wizard has created, are they truly so dire?
They are the worst you can ever believe. Worse than fairy tale. Because they are reality.
A terrifying prospect. Well, the Dwarves of Demon's Deep do not take advantage of our comrades in need. We shall provide what aid we can spare. But you have entreated with us in good faith as of yet. We would like to do the same. There will be a price asked for this resource. I propose that we accept your current offer of accesses to more of the forges, perhaps more than our rivals. But truth be told, we would rather do that under fair pretense of trade, not in a desperation of your sacrifice in the greater war that you have entreated us in order to join. Therefore,
I appreciate.
I shall send word to the Thane to receive further instructions and permission to expend such powerful resources. I could have my clerics attend to the corpse of your comrade, to ensure that, despite this delay, she may yet know life again.
I think.
I make no guarantee. The runes of revival are an ancient art to my people, ones that we have recovered very little of. The act of returning that which is dead to life again is an imperfect process. But you have proven yourselves friend to dwarf kind. I shall do what I can.
I will nod my head. You'll be dismissed.
Very well. He will then stand. I thank you for your time. He was going to say Carnelian Circle and then just simply says, Servenneth Tyr. He will give a salute. Alright. What do you do next, Chrome?
I think
Take your time. Really think about it.
When hiring for an ally slot, we knew the in and outs of our allies' abilities, correct?
For the most part, yeah.
I'll then now call Sanderburn Thomas.
Okay. Oh, come along, little Raina. We've been summoned for an important meeting. You stand over there and don't be too imposing. Oh, greetings! I have been called for the Carnelian Circle. Is it just you?
You can call me Veneftir. It is just me.
Oh, I was expecting more of a council than a singular person. Well, please, how can I help you?
From our details that we read about you, you were able to summon creatures.
Well, I have known as a master of the conjurative arts. Yes, I suppose.
Are demons off your table?
He'll wide-eyed and then look around. Well, I, for one, don't know what you mean by demons. I certainly wouldn't summon any.
There is no one here besides us two and your daughter. I do not care about heresy. I'm an undead. I defy it.
He will then lean in and look around. So what kind of demons are you talking about? I've recently returned from a demon-slaying excursion. I'm fresh with ichor and blood required for the rituals. It really just depends on the type that you need summoned. And, of course, that you have the sufficient funds to pay for it.
The fund is what I'm lacking, but from my understanding,
I can't
You
very
seek a
well
way.
do it for free, you understand. Quite expensive.
I
Tell me,
agree.
did you and your companions... What happened?
What I say will stay between us two. Is that understood?
Oh, I'm the picture of discrepancy and secrecy. Fear not, my friend.
They have fallen. They are dead.
All of them?
All of them. But you have a chance to bring one back. In that fight, she changed form. To my understanding, I would believe it was a demon.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow here. One of your companions became a demon, and you wish for me to summon them.
Correct. Is this impossible?
No, it is not that it's impossible. I'm surprised that it happened. And
I am surprised.
This was the result of you facing off against...
It was the mean to power themselves.
Well, I guess it didn't go very well, did it?
They did not.
Well, I don't mean to be uncouth. I do want to help. I'm willing to help. But I must request payment in the form of information and assistance.
I'll tell you our secrets. That's our not as open library.
Yes, I've been through your library. It doesn't really contain any additional information. Although, I have heard spoken reasonings that apparently you were exploring the prospect of something called a phoenix. Is that true?
That is correct.
Yes. According to what texts I could read and disperse, apparently these creatures are known for their revivification powers.
Indeed.
I see. Well, my request would be quite simple. I am looking for a means in which to restore my dear daughter to the life that was denied to her. I offer my assistance in returning your wayward ally, in that you would assist me in returning little Reyna to her proper self.
That very creature is what brought us down to one man.
Oh! I was unaware of that. Truly the creature that powerful that it defeated the likes of the Carnelian Circle? Well then, that changes things. I do wish to help you, but if you were unable to defeat the creature, then I know not how I would gain access to its powers, its potency. Do you know of any other way in which such revivification may be possible?
There is one way, but I doubt that it's still recoverable. The battlefield that we fought it was filled with life. It is more risky
What do you mean when you say life?
It brought unknown changes to a friend. A friend that was dead, but turned into a alive creature. An animal of some sort.
Polymorphed, but alive, you say? It's possible that could be simply undone with polymorph transmutation application. Certainly would be easier than unveiling the bridge between life and death. Very well. I find that acceptable. Presuming that, if it is within your domain that I am allowed to enact said rituals, I simply do not wish to be disturbed or interrupted or deterred in my attempts to bring my dear darling daughter back to the life that she deserves.
If you bring one of the Knarh circle, your ritual will be undeterred.
Very well. Do you have the name of your companion? Their true name, including surname.
Yes.
What is it?
Knarh Runt.
Knarh Runt?
Yes.
That sounds orcish. Very well. I shall attempt the process. Do you know which type of fiend that this Knarh Runt turned into?
Will I know that information?
You can make me a religion check.
Trained?
Just a regular one.
Okay.
You know it was bony.
All I can tell you is it was made out of bone.
I see. And could you please spell the name?
Yes.
The ritual must be precise.
Her name is first name is Knrh. Last name I believe it was R W no. 2 U's then T.
Thomas will look down at his paper, look up. Why don't you write it?
Ah. I'll write her name down.
Okay, go ahead and type it out.
I know this. Oh.
Poor Chrome.
God damn it. I'm just kidding. Let me look at my own notes.
When you
I do
spelled
have
it, when you spelled it verbally, you forgot the A.
Did I?
Yeah, it's like Knarh.
No! It's Knarh! Sorry. That's what I have in my notes. Misspelled. It's on me. The last name.
Knarh Rut?
Rut.
Rut? Knarh Rut. Very good. I shall attempt the ritual this evening. He will then stand up and walk towards Chrome. And then he will say, I can trust you, can't I, Venethtir?
Yes. You can.
I'll have you know I've already had one elderly orcish gentlemen treat me like a hand harlot, lie to me, befuddle me, break my heart, he will then offer his hand to you. Will you do the same?
I'll collapse in the warrior class. Of course not.
Oh god.
Heartbreak is disgusting.
Make me a charisma check at advantage.
Charisma? Where's my charisma? Oh. There. No.
Thomas will blush. Oh my. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you, Veneth Tyr.
Indeed.
Well then, I should
Hurry along.
I should probably get back to work. Come on, little raider, we have a demon to summon. Oh yes, he's quite handsome. What'd you like to do next, buddy?
How is all the leaders are still within town, right?
Yeah. Or nearby.
I'll Faustin Hightower. But before she comes in, I'll dig up the egg.
You'll dig up the what?
The Depth Dart egg.
Oh, Jesus. To be clear, you have the Depthar egg, and you were calling up Faustine Hightower.
Correct.
Alright, give me a second. Alright, let's do this.
I'll be standing.
Faustine Hightower will approach, flanked by Captain Artemis Felch and Grandmother Iron. You called upon us, Carnelian Circle. Where are the rest of them?
I wish to do business with you.
I was unaware that there was a side business. Very well. I am open to hear.
I understand your aberration by the details in the ledgers. There's a view, common dictations in them. I do not know what I will be giving you will help in all sort of measure, but it can give you a countermeasure on how to fight against your aberrations.
She will raise an eyebrow, but doesn't interrupt you.
What I'm going to say would just need the ears of you and I, if I could politely ask the two to remain outside the doors.
Grandmother Iron will speak. Unacceptable. If you wish to have a
I'll
private...
toss my axe towards her.
You throw your axe at her?
Yeah, I toss her on the ground. Not at her, but at her feet.
Hey, make an intimidation check.
I don't mean no harm. You can hold my weapon.
Very well. You'll pick up your weapon. If it behooves you, and is amenable, I will stay at the door, that I can still see my mistress. It does not mean I can hear you.
Agreeable.
I will step outside. I'm for this. Well, that was dramatic. What is it that you wanted to speak with me about?
I have an artifact. Brought by a god. It could be the very means of killing all the aberrations, or create countermeasures against them. The only concerns I'll say is, do not let any blood whatsoever spill against it. It will level your city. It will bring the worst of the worst. The aberrations you face, this artifact will bring a more powerful form of it. It is in a dormant state, by whatever means you can do your investigations on it, but it will require a heavy sum amount of gold.
You wish to sell me, and by me, Saphira, the City of Sapphires, a countermeasure against what? Aberrations?
Correct. I understand they are a thorn at your side and your trade routes is limited.
Seems you're well informed. Yes, such things are true. And you believe this object is able to help us?
If you could break the foundations of what it is, you can use this weakness against the others. They are psionic in nature, aren't they?
Very well informed. Well, I'm inclined to at least consider your offer. But before I could do that, I would need it to be verified. Do not take this the wrong way, but I would need to make sure that what you are offering is what you say it is.
I doubt that anyone here understands what it is. It was brought by a foreign deity.
Even if that is so, we do have our own experts, especially in the foreign market. I would ask that it be inspected before I could ever offer any trade.
Bring someone who follows Crowley then.
I do not have anyone on hand that follows such a deity. However, the good captain is quite versed in foreign logistics and their deities. I am sure he could at least verify the spectrum that you claim this object to be.
Bring him in.
Oh, what is it now? Yes, Miss Hightower.
Take a look at this egg. This artifact I have. Make sure it's the real deal.
He takes a look at the egg.
I watch him carefully.
Make an insight check. His face is like stone. Complete and total focus. Lady Faustine will then say, "Well, Captain, does it measure up to the value of what he has stated?" "Yes, it is certainly valuable enough for us to have the conversation." He will then look upon Chrome and will say, "But I wonder, just how much do you want for it?"
20,000.
"Done! You should accept that offer immediately, my lady." Faustine will nod. "Very well. 20,000 gold pieces." She will look to the captain, which will produce a small pouch, and then we'll hand that right over. And then he will offer his hand for the Depthar egg.
He takes it. Go ahead. He doesn't resist.
Okay. Captain will take the strange egg and then we'll put it away. The captain will then look towards Lady Faustine, who will nod at him. "Very good.
I appreciate doing business with you.
You are most welcome. Well, if that is all..."
If you need means to have arms, that will be coming soon. I understand the trade routes are very important.
Yes, they are.
This city's nature will be in full act with this money you have given me.
Very well. I look forward to future business.
He nods.
Well, if that is all... She'll give a bow. We'll go upon her way. One moment, please. I have to make several notes. All right, Venethir, you got 20,000 gold. What you gonna do with it?
I'll fire up the forges.
Okay.
See.
They fire up as per your command.
The greater forges.
Oh, you're unlocking the greater forges?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Give me a second. I gotta do math. I think that only unlocks 2, which is fine by me. Leave 4,000.
What's up?
I'll unlock 2. That'll leave me with 4,000.
Okay.
And this place will go into full production for arms.
Okay. Full
Armory.
production arms. Are you giving those two to the dwarves?
I'll give one of them to the door.
One to the dwarves? Okay.
And one for the city. Ourselves.
Okay. I have to move time forward then. God damn. That's crazy. Okay. As time starts
I
to move...
lowballed on purpose. I didn't want to fucking haggle with the man.
No, it's fine. I understand.
I'm like,
I understand.
fuck that dude! I'm just kidding.
I understand. You ain't gotta explain nothing to me, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. True to their word, the dwarvish clerics will arrive with the diamond dust needed as Laza and the clerics perform the ritual required. Twilight Mouse. As you shift and drift through the dream, you see your master flash before your eyes. You see yourself walking through beautiful gardens, hand in hand. His face smiling down at you. And then, you feel a pain in your chest. And you awaken once more. Oh, Miss Mouse, you're awake.
Laza?
You will see Laza's worried face and a couple of nondescript dwarven clerics who are attending to you. Oh, fear not, you're safe. You're safe.
What? Where are we?
You're home, of course.
Oh, so, did we win?
Perhaps you should speak with
No.
Sir Veneth Tyr. I shall call for him. He makes... damn it, I couldn't do the elephant noise. Fuck.
I understand.
Okay. Calls you over. Miss Mouse is awake.
I will walk to her. How is your body?
Where are the others, Chrome? Stiff. If you must know.
They sacrificed themselves. So at least one could live.
She will frown. And you brought me back out of everyone? You could have grabbed anyone else, I'm sure.
I could. But it wasn't my choice.
I asked you all for one thing. She'll kind of sit in this chair and slump. And
Oh my goodness. I should... I'm sorry, I must attend to the... Oh... Laza will walk off. Elephant crying.
you know, Chrome, there was a time not long ago. A previous version of me would handle this a lot more poorly. I imagine you have a plan?
I've already been hard at work. We are going to bring this city into its full capabilities. We are going to be armed. I already have 2 forges up and running. I promised one to the dwarves to bring you back.
Well,
But they will help us because that is in their nature.
Chrome. It means a lot that you would go out of your way to bring me back out of everyone. I wasn't even part of the group.
For your soul, Ella, your soul is tied to Telri. It's the least I can do.
I see. So I imagine we were unable to recover any of the Phoenix's feathers.
Correct. The Phoenix was crushed, to my knowledge. The whole place fell down.
So kind of
I am bringing Knarh back. I don't know if you remember, but she had turned into a demon of some sort.
I vaguely.
I have a person working on that.
That sounds a little outside my wheelhouse, but okay. What of the others? Are we going to try and dig them out? Go with a group of dwarves? Maybe we can tunnel through the collapsed area. We could recover them.
I'm sorry. They are lost.
But there's a whole crushed phoenix under those stones, Chrome. Why?
We can attempt, but there is nothing left. I can guarantee you. Last thing I know, Marlowe turned to stone, and well, he is one with the rubble. It'll be impossible to find which is stone and which is him.
This is a terrible situation, Chrome. Even if we recover Knarh, what does that make us now? The Carnelian Triangle? Who knows?
I'm sorry, that got me. Continue.
He will smirk a little bit. No. No, it just means that I will not do what I will need to do. I will not bring the world to its doom.
What do you mean by that?
I am evil by nature. I am and always be an abomination in the eyes of Theria. I need people willing to put a front. That is where you belong. And I can work out details with Knarh in her demon state. Perhaps something we can agree, make a deal. But I do not know what that contains, as she is not here yet.
Well, we have a responsibility.
I think our job now is to supply those who's willing to fight for us with the best equipment, with the best blades. Perhaps we can hire a few other adventurers along with us. But we need to keep this Cornelian Circle thing to us three, or worst case scenario, to us two.
Well, I will say that does sound a little more direct potentially. So you're firing up the forges to supply weapons.
They are already up and running. You've been dead for quite some time.
Oh no, how long have I been dead?
I don't know. Time passes too quick, and
The time wasted
perhaps
that we won't get
Laza,
back.
perhaps Laza can give you how much you were undead. You were dead. Pardon.
I will have to ask him. That will help us determine what the next steps are and what our future plans will have to be. Everything moves so quickly. To lose even a few days.
I have a favor to ask you. I don't have my emotions checked, and I'm too blunt, too forward. Check on Laza for me. He has lost much.
Yes, he
Marlow might
has.
be his tipping point. We can't afford to lose him either.
I will speak to him. This is terrible, Chrome. Thank you for bringing me back.
He'll nod.
I had what I wanted. But it was empty. And I was wrong. This is the place to live. I still intend to bring back my master. Whatever it takes. And maybe I'll speak to the Barrow King about whenever I get that. Making it last. And I will walk off to find Laza.
Okay.
That was it.
Anything else you want to
No.
do?
No, that's pretty much all I had on my agenda.
Let me know when I can knock on his door.
Alright, here we go. You find Laza simply working, going over parchments and requests and logistics and burying himself in the work of the city. As you approach, he will look up with a sniffle. Oh, hello there, Miss Mouse. Are you feeling better?
Laza, thank you for your hard work. Yes, I feel better, I suppose. Are you alright?
No. No, I'm not, but I'll get through it. I hope.
We've lost a lot. And you were so close. Not just with Marlowe, but with the others. You care a great deal about every member of the Carnelian Circle, and it shows.
Thank you.
How do servants of Ezekine deal with loss, grief, and memories?
Well, in many ways. Written epitaphs, remembrances, displays of the evidence of life. Most of the time it's You have a funeral with a body. But poor, our friends lie buried beneath so much stone, and I have not the potency to find them.
It's hard. And she'll put a hand on his shoulder if she can reach. She'll stand on something.
How terrible it must be to be lost.
If we can recover them, we will, you know. You know me, I'm willing to exercise an immense amount of effort towards a goal that everyone else thinks is impossible. Maybe we don't have the power now, but we will find a way. Until that time, we have this, and I will pull from my little side pouch a little sketchbook. When I meet people, I doodle them. I observe their posture, their walking pattern, their mannerisms. I observe if they have a twitch or a special way of speaking. Anything unique about them. Usually so that I can mimic them for costumes and infiltration, things that my master taught me. I have sketches of Miss Knarh and of Swig and of Ninanoth and also of Mr. Marlowe.
I just don't know. Don't know. Laza will start to sniffle and will dry his eyes.
She will also start to sniffle and try and give him a hug.
He will hug her back, sharing his grief.
Mr. Laza, I have this candle from this place, those full of memories and people, and I don't know what to do with it, but this feels appropriate. I don't know if there's a place, like a secluded place that would be out of the way of meetings that we could. I would like to set it out. It burns on its own. It is not hot. It won't set anything on fire as far as I know, but I think it's related to memories in some way, and I have my sketches, and I would like to set up a funeral sort of thing. I guess I don't know anything about the best ways, but you are a devout of a god who remembers things.
I will do what I can. Prepare a proper ceremony.
I want to remember them. I want to be the things that I admired about each of the people I've lost.
Yes. Yes, well, I shall make arrangements. I have to finish these orders. Logistics have increased nearly double-fold ever since Sir Chrome has... Well, he recently opened the Greater Forges.
Yes, I heard.
Work is flowing and I must tend to it.
Very well. Mr. Laza, if you ever need to talk to someone, I need that too, sometimes.
Yes, of course. I do not mean to be dismissive, but it's a way I could honor them is to keep the city they fought for so hard. To see it prosper. Wouldn't you say?
Yes. The A busy mind is...
A distracted one.
Yes. I will leave you to it, and if you need help with anything, just don't hesitate to ask. I will try and find something to busy myself with as well. Be well, Azza. I will walk to the door and kind of linger in it for a second. And then close it behind me and walk back down the hall to find Chrome.
Okally dokally. So, time shall begin to pass a little bit more. Okay. Second.
I guess in the meantime, I will occasionally pop in and out of the Marlo's rock, and I'll just sit there and I guess I'll pray to Ezra.
Do a monologue in his place?
Yes.
That's sick.
Hmm.
God, I hope Luke hears that. I think that's really sick.
And I'll spend the time retrading into hopefully a upcoming worshipper of Ezekiel.
So be it. So shall it be done. Oh. He sent this to me. Hold on, I'm fixing things. I'm looking with my eyes. I'm gazing. Did I miss it? Like, hey, look here instead. Scroll. Oh! I see. I do that. Alrighty, it's time. You are approached, Rome. By Tommy Sandalburns.
I will stand.
Greetings. Pardon for the intrusion, but I have made the necessary preparations.
Do what you must.
Very well. Is there a preference of where I shall perform the ritual?
Wait. What's involved in this ritual?
Magic. And blood.
Oh, good. Easy.
He has all the resources. Leave the work to him. We don't care of how he does it, as long as he gets it done. In return, he gets access to the place of the Phoenix Chambers.
That sounds good to me. Well done, Chrome.
Well then, I shall get to work then. Oni-oda-ri-oda-ori. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper.
Very stylish.
Thank you. Bibbidi bop 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 go bop bop. Hey, hey. Bibbidi bop bop. Sorry.
Toilet mouse, the things I've done, it would have ripple effects on the world. But we must move forward.
Chrome, I have always been with you. Nenanoth always speak of responsibility and restraint, and I will try my best to enact those. However, this city is not. Our actions always have consequences. We have the opportunity to do a lot of good or a lot of evil. We have much to gain and potentially much to give others. And so long as, in the end, I get what I came here for, then I'm game. For whichever.
We have to stay neutral. The laws of the city binds us to such, and I will not be breaking the law.
I see. Well then, feel free to check me if I ever start drifting in a non-neutral direction.
Same to you. I've been patient far too long.
Hmm.
2 seconds, please. Got one more thing
Yeah.
to. Wow. Okay. And here we. All right. Legend, you ready?
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, man. Bingo.
For anything.
Nope, I need that. Okay. Loaded that wrong one. Okay, that's not good. That one. This one. That one. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. Go. Knarh, you feel like you've been standing still for ages. The feeling of fire and shadow moves across you in equal amounts. You feel like you're falling. You feel like you've been falling. For days, perhaps. Till finally, you come to an abrupt stop. Find yourself place. Let me know when you're loaded.
Ooh, I'm loaded.
And the music.
Alright. Slowly, the fire and shadow, your eyes begin to flitter open, flitter awake. What becomes clear is that whatever you were before, you are not any longer. A feeling of darkness and an immense, almost deadly satisfaction flows through you. You're not sure where this intense pleasure begins and where the hate that flows through you ends. But whatever it is, wherever it is, you know that it feels good. This. Thus, Knarh, you awaken. Behold.
This isn't cleverness. Ugh. My head.
I start looking around. Move my hands. Look at the claws.
Side effect.
Up ahead, you can see that there are several demons and devils and daemons in front of you, standing before a line. Around you, you can see several fiends moving their hands across parchment and paper. Papers and parchment float haphazardly above your head, and streams and rivers of promises made, promises broken, debts earned, and debts owed.
Oh. Alright. So I step forward, look around. First, I need to figure out where I am, how to get back, as she starts twitching her wings and her tail. I collided with a wall.
Oh, let me just.
Am I stuck in the statue?
There you go.
There we go.
All right. As you find yourself standing in line, you see them moving forward, and you will hear, spoken in Wicked, but you understand it. Next, strip. 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 Next, hold. Strip. Next, strip. Next, strip. Hey! Well done. Thank you, my lord. We're sending you right back up. Next, strip. Next, strip. Next. Oh! Hold on. 3 priests at once? Yes, my lord. And they all climaxed. I don't need any more details. Well done. Well done. I got a succubus coming up! Yeah. We laugh. Yes, you're very funny. Next. Strip. Next. Strip. Oh. Well, this is an interesting predicament. You will see this fucking guy.
Ooh. Huh. I just kind of stare.
Your pre-death transformation. We don't get many of those. Can you understand me?
Yes?
Oh,
Yeah.
good. You're not fully assimilated yet. You're gonna want to be studied. I got one for the
Hey.
dark chambers. Go to the east.
Yes. Alright.
Next strip. Next strip.
At least I didn't have to strip, I suppose.
All right. As you go into the eastern chamber, you will find yourself walking through a hallway and another hallway until finally you come upon a large dark room filled to the brim with all sorts of creatures, cadavers, and bodies hanging, floating, swinging, and sometimes while yelling for joy across the entire room. A small imp will come up to you. Oh, hello, yes, mistress, yes, here for tests, yes.
Supposedly?
Oh, human you were! Pre-death transformation! Pre-death transformation! Another imp will come over. Pre-death transformation! Pre-death transformation!
Oh, this is going to be annoying, isn't it?
Pre-death transformation! They will start to dance around you.
Okay, great. So, this is exciting for you?
And then you will hear someone call, "Enough!" A big fat demon will come walking towards you, slapping its stomach. Oh, great! Another bone girl. What brings you to the research and development?
I was pointed in this direction. She kind of just sags her wings and tail a little bit.
Oh, you just got here. that makes sense. So, how long...
I'd rather not stay long, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. It'll take 100 years before you even find yourself an apartment. Trust me. But, in the meantime, we'll put you to work. So, what's your preference? Blood? Flesh? Some of the more exciting liquids? Do you prefer to give or to take?
I will probably need further explanations than that.
Oh, right, you've only just got here. So,
Yeah.
do you want to torture people or have them torture you as members of their family and then show them what they did?
I would rather
So
be
psychological damage or physical damage is generally how it goes down. Although I personally think that the whole thing's spiritually damaging, which is why I personally prefer this form of torture. You see, when you use fire, you deaden the feeling, right? And, you know, if you use any of the bigger weapons, it's over too fast. They're not going to survive that. But our particularly researched form of damage is pretty damn innovative, if I do say so myself. So what we do is we take these tiny hooks, right? We get them right under the skin and we slowly lift them up. Not a lot at first, just a little bit. And then we constantly have the imps heal them so that the hooks are inside the flesh that heals, so it heals over them. So as they are lifted up, their body is constantly healed. Now, I've noticed that this causes a buildup of the flesh mass. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking your ear off. Giving or receiving.
How quickly could I get back to Carvanius?
That again? Look, you're not going back anytime soon, love. You're here now. This is what you are, so let's get you assimilated.
No procedures of who I can talk to?
Well, there are, but you won't have access to anybody for at least 100 years.
She just kind of slowly blinks and stares. Find that oddly hard to believe.
Well, whether or not you believe it doesn't make it any less true. So, given or taken, I'll decide for if you don't pick. Oh wait, do you have a choice fetish?
That's a thing?
Oh yeah. I could take away all your what's it called? What are the
Free will?
No, not that.
Oh. Wait, why am I even
Dubcon, I think it's called. Are you a Dubcon?
Why am I listening to this? No. I have a reason to go back to Carfanis.
Yeah. We all have reasons to go. Like, I want to go back to the living realm so that I could totally just, well.
Yes, but I'm supposed to be helping to find something for, oh dear, I probably shouldn't say his name while I'm down here, should I?
You know what, you look like somebody that likes to give it, so come on, let's go. Don't worry, I'll take good care of you. Oh, my name's Gort.
Which layer of hell am I in?
Layer?
I assume. Oh, you're coughing. Oh, great.
He spits out a gnome. Oh, how long has he been in there?
Oh, is he dead?
He should be. I did chew him up. Oh, there he goes, and you see him revive, but like with half his body eaten. The imps will get to him eventually, probably, maybe.
I was originally tasked with other humans to find something for Baba. I probably shouldn't say his name out loud.
I mean, you can, but just be careful. Yeah, there's a lot there. Anyway, if you must know, you're in Greed right now.
Greed.
Yeah.
Fine. This is a predicament. I wish I hadn't drunk that now. just kind of sits there. Do I talk to people? Do I wait to get...
No. Let me. Don't worry, I'll show you. So, all right, bring it, imps. Bring in the next one.
The next one?
Where am I? Please let me go. Please let me. And then you'll
Wow.
see his flesh seal. All right, see this one here is a talker. You want to immediately just silence that right now. Then you want to look in their file. Here, I conjured you a copy.
Oh, paper. Pulls the paper up.
Yeah, so if you read here, see. Oh wow! See, look at this. Look at this bastard. Look at what he did.
Starts clicking.
As you look down, you can see that he, according to his file, set fire to his neighbor's house in order to kill the neighbor so that he could marry his wife, but accidentally killed everyone in the neighbor's family but the neighbor. And then, fearing that he would be arrested and hanged, reported to the constable that his neighbor set the fire and planted evidence, causing his neighbor to be hung as well. Apparently, his cause of death was he fell, slipped into a river, hit his head, and drowned.
Karma.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so what do you think you should do to this bastard? Go on now, no wrong answers.
Accidentally set fire to his house?
His house? He doesn't have a house here.
Well, he burned down his neighbor's house.
Well, yes, but that...
Oh, you mean set fire to him while he's here or
yes,
something like
there you go. Yes. Now,
why am
granted,
I listening to you?
now, granted, fire, as I said earlier, I've always found to be a bit reductive, but I think in this particular instance, I think it applies.
This notes.
Tell you what, I'll give you the hint. It's actually not setting him on fire. It's drowning him in lava. It's water and fire. It's both his death and the deaths that he caused. Imps, drop the cauldron.
He's melted.
What's really cool about this is watch. The imps will start casting spells and will restore him to life as he's being burned. Now, what's really great is we'll let this cool, and then he'll be stuck in there, baking and rebaking, and then we'll come back probably in about 50 years or so. Go ahead, put him on the trolley, bring in the next one.
How are you bringing him back? He's melting. It's... Oh my.
What do you mean?
He's melting. What is there to bring back?
Oh, there's a lot that can be restored.
Oh. Alright, then. You said I would have to do this with 100 years or something?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Oh, sorry, it's not very obvious to me.
Oh, don't worry. I keep forgetting that you're a pre-death change. We'll get you caught up. Yeah, we'll get you caught up. Well, what you were doesn't matter. Orc, human. It's what you are that matters. You're an Ocelith. You have responsibilities now.
Right. Responsibilities. Right. Thinks about that for a second.
Well, here comes the next one.
Okay.
Yes. All right, Legend. I need you to make me 10 wisdom saving throws.
10.
Yep.
It's a lot.
To represent every year that you're here.
Well. After, like, the first year, that's a fail.
Okay.
I come back around to the whole Babylon question. I beg your pardon, sir, but
Come on, you know my name by now.
I know his name?
Gorp. He introduced himself.
Orc?
Gorp.
Oh, Gorp. Oh, look, Gorp. I've been here before when I was in Orc, or not Greed. I actually met with the big one, Babel. I still don't feel
You mean
comfortable
the
saying that name.
Worthfinder?
Oh, the king
Look,
of demons.
Look. Oh, you mean... Oh, what? No, look. I will admit you're due for a promotion. You have been exceptionally efficient. I'll speak to the Worthfinder and I'll see what I can do. But I'm not going to set you up. I don't have that kind of pull, all right? You want to meet with the big one. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to be great, all right? You're only good right now. You're going to have to be really, really great. Now, enough about all that. Let's focus. We got a whole brand new swath of plague victims.
Wait, which plague broke out?
Oh, apparently there's all sorts of individuals that have been catching the plague. Calcatesh, some have been catching plague in Glaeus. There's one that's been popping up in the place you came from.
Wait, Carvanus.
Yeah,
I need to go back.
Yeah, I think that was it, yeah. Alright, make another
Been
wisdom
here a
saving
year.
throw. Another wisdom saving throw. Alright, you maintain some semblance of your sanity and your past self. Year number 3.
Tail twitching, thinking. Do I have spell slots?
Don't worry about any of that here.
Don't worry about that stuff here? Okay. Year number 3 coming up.
Okay, you
Poison seems effective.
You seem to recall your companions. You recall your name. Can't super remember why you were fighting or what you were fighting for, but you knew it was important. Also, you have a brand new batch of bastards that have performed all sorts of misdeeds. Theft, murder, SA, all that terrible shit. Time to take care of business, as you just got a brand new chopper. So you just start cutting off body parts. Gorp definitely helps you and teaches you the most painful methods in order to remove a body part without sending the body into shock. Also, you've been assigned an assistant imp. His name is Cordsworth.
Cordsworth?
Oh, hello there, Miss Knarh. Yes, I am Cordsworth. I'll be your assistant imp. Your personal assistant imp, or pay, if you will. As in, you don't pay me. Yes, very, very good. I apologize for the humor.
No, I didn't expect there to be jokes in hell.
Of course, it's a hilarious place. Look, that man's literally eating his own ass.
How did she kind of cocks her head? How did you turn him inside out like that?
Oh no, that's
never mind.
That one. He's eating it on a plate.
Oh.
The next year.
Oh.
Year number 4. Okay. Well, I have wonderful news, Knarh. You are rocking it in hell. You are gaining promotions. You're getting accolades. Apparently, Gorp himself has even suggested to the Worthfinder that you receive a special commendation for your use of the triple impale. Never has he seen such efficient use of a human centipeding impalation.
What? Have you ever considered pouring Oslith poison into tea? Giving it some rich look?
Brilliant! That's wonderful! We could use that to punish nobles.
Yes, nobles.
I say, Miss Knarh, you're quite adept.
Oh. I knew a noble.
Oh,
She
you
didn't
did?
want to be a noble, though.
Who's that?
Oh, one of my friends.
Friends? I did not realize you had friends, Miss Knarh. Shall I add them to your calendar? Says Cordsworth.
Well, they're in Carvanus.
Where?
Corvinus.
Next year.
Hmm.
Where?
Yeah.
Core something.
Or something.
Core
Get back
something.
eventually. Anyways, let's see.
All right. At this
Made
point,
of
this
bone.
point, you have a small desk
Oh,
in the corner of one
is
of
it
the
made of
offices.
bone?
Of course it is. Cordsworth is seated just opposite you, and you will get a small stack of parchments, which are quarterly reports of pain. As you begin to review them, you can see now that you're actually more involved with the administration department of the Vestiges of Greed. You will see that mostly you are put in charge of punishing those that used their business acumen and wealth in order to oppress people. You've recently got a whole new line of SCTC employees that met their end at a fateful shipwreck. It seems these individuals need a good lesson to be taught. Cordsworth suggests that maybe you use your patented acidic money, the one that you had invented recently that has given you your promotion.
These guys. They were always a greedy bunch. Died at sea. Typical for them. They like boats. Acidic money. Acidic money. Wonder if we can do something different with that. Wait.
You stand proudly in front of Gorp, who, himself, with a small devilish tear running smoking and steaming down his face, presses the medal upon your chest, given to you by the Worthfinder himself, an accolade from your recent inaction of causing several orphanages of orphaned and abandoned souls to make their way to hell with just the simplest of demonic tricks, sending Cordsworth to convince the matron that only fire would free the orphans from their eternal sickness and torment, a sickness that you helped provide from your contacts in Abaddon. The act does remind you of something else you were working on, something somewhere. Orvanis. Yes, you remember that place. You remember something else, something important that you were doing. What could it be?
I remember a fire one time. The church. Yes, they're from Corvinus. They were always burning down entire buildings full of people.
Cordsworth will approach. Well, Miss Knarh, I have your 3 o'clock. You're meeting with the succubi again. As a reminder, they wanted to know more about the aphrodisiac poison that you've invented.
Oh, that raises the blood pressure so high it kills them.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, shall we be on our way? If we move now, we might be able to get an... Okay, I was going to say something kind of too topical there. We could grab some burgers on the way.
Yes. Burgers.
You sit in your quarters, overlooking a small abyss with a beautiful view of one of the flaming seas. You can see down on the streets the devils hawk their wares. You can see the demons in the distant Blood Bowl battling one another for dominance, as it is the Blood Games yet again. You realize, as much as you've focused on your career, you feel a bit lonely. You could take a maid, of course, but who would be worthy? And there's also something else. You remember that at one point you did have people in your life that you cared about. What?
None of them were mates, so... What's that?
Really? None of them? Not a single one of them? Perhaps an errant thought, maybe?
Must admit, the blood games do look like fun. I remember fighting things. Lots of fire everywhere. Fun times. Times indeed.
Ever since that night looking out at the Blood Bowl, you keep thinking about something that you had forgotten. Something important. You remember faces you can't put to names. It's become so distracting that for perhaps the first time, your subjects are not screaming, only whimpering and looking around in confusion. Gorp walks up to you. Are you all right, Knarh? Don't seem to really have your heart in it. Here, just go and take the rest of the day off. I'll take over from here. And he just starts stomping on this dude's balls.
Her antennas twitch.
It's all right. Everyone needs some rest. I insist. Why not go down to the Scorch Beaches?
I don't even remember a time when I was alive that I could rest.
Of course, I'll tell Cordsworth. Cordsworth, arrange a day of flame and flame for our dear Knarh. Oh, of course, sir. Might I attend with you, Mistress Knarh? Perhaps I could find, someone for you to verbally, mentally abuse?
Cordsworth, yes, join me for a vacation of sorts.
Very good. I love going to the glass beaches.
Her wings raise up a little bit, and she flutters a bit off.
Alright, next year. Finally. You look out over the new view of your new apartment, now even higher than the one you were on before. This time, you overlook just outside of greed and into lust. The viewpoints of their beautiful gardens acquiesce against the rising of their false sun. As you lean into the human leather chair and breathe deep your success. A short time, in demonic time, you've been here, but already you have proven yourself invaluable. There was a reason that you worked this hard, more so than your own physical gain. There was another reason. Something else you wanted. Something you needed to do. Something else.
I owned anything like this in ages. Something I can call my own.
That's it. It hits you all at once. In the middle of a meeting with Gorp, discussing new and inventive ways in which to skinflay a subject that would normally interest you immensely, your mind
Never tried using their own teeth.
Though your mind wanders, begin to think, there's something else. Something... You suddenly stand. Gorp looks at you with a start. Are you all right, Knarh? You make up an excuse about the bathroom.
Yes. Antennas twitching, tails swishing. Feces. Yes. Feces. Yes.
Ah! She must have one of her experiments going. That's our Knarh, so hard at work. Everyone claps as you leave. As you
Wings unfurl.
As you start to make your way through the paned glass hallway, you come up to one of the door balconies where you could use to fly up to the next level, and then all of a sudden you feel a strange pounding in your chest. Something echoes in your ear. Something weird. Something strange. Don't be a cheeseburger, bean back whopper. Don't be a bees on a bean back whopper. Don't be a cheeseburger, big map whopper. Don't be.
Nowhere's near the dinner district. What? My head. Antennas twitching. Noise.
Darkness, death, pain, no root, no seen, bone, taken, board, seen in all root. Alright, Twilight Mouse and Chrome. The ritual is finished. In a flash of fire, you see this.
Nice. Antennas twitching.
Know this, fiend. You have been called back to the waking realm by your companions. Now, as you try to walk forward, you will see that there is a ring of salt that prevents you.
Oh.
Be careful speaking to her. She may not remember who she is.
Misty stuff. Who's the old bloke? And is she undead? Gross. I always hate undead.
I will share a knowing glance with Chrome.
I pop open the acorn. Do you remember this?
Knarh looks at an acorn.
Alright, you have successfully made 6 out of 4. 6 to 4 on your attempts, so you have not forgotten yourself.
Knarh looks around, suddenly antennas twitching, wings and tail fluttering, and... Wait. No. Wait. Year. Time. Where?
We just... It's been about a few weeks, right? Since the Phoenix fight. Okay.
It's been about 2 weeks. Although, time works differently in the demon.
Yes.
Casts a spell on herself and bursts into flames. Time. Place.
Nah, now calm down. It's been 2 weeks since the Phoenix. Do you remember the Phoenix? It wasn't that long ago.
Phoenix.
Big, flaming bird made of blood.
Bird squished me. No, not the bird. The rocks. The rocks after the bird.
Yes, they crushed many of our companions, including yourself.
Time frame. You said weeks?
2 weeks.
What? Acorn. Face. The face. The king, the Mad Hatter, those people. Chrome. Had a different name. Didn't like that name. Named you Chrome. It was a better name. Clicks. Jaw opens up and clicks. The noble. Noble. Didn't like being a noble. Knarh digs around in her pockets. Wait. You gave this to me. You gave. Do I still have everything of my own?
Yeah.
Acorn.
Hold on. You gain a new Find Familiar spell. A greater Find Familiar spell with the name Cordsworth.
Cordsworth. Oh, nice. Oh, I like that guy. Anyways, acorn. She holds up her acorn. Acorn. I always wondered why I had this. It has singe marks around the edges. Puts it back in her pocket. I also had amber. Holds up an old amber locket. This was yours. Your name had to do with amber, yes?
Yes. Are you quite well? Something seems off more than looks you up and down. The look.
Knarh looks at her sorceress marks and her clawed hands. Sits down in the ring of salt and fire. You claim it's been weeks. It's been much longer than weeks. Couldn't have been. Can it? Oh, wait. Does time work differently down in hell and everything? We're still in Corvanus, yes?
Yes. Do you remember what we were doing before the Phoenix?
Mostly. Gathering important people in order to documentate dealing with immediately the wings flatten.
I will be straight with you. Knarh, of Clan Root. Something happened to you during that fight. You've become whatever you are now. We need you. The circle is broken, and we need to recover its members. We have much work to do.
Knarh again reaches into her pockets and digs out a small glass jar that is empty except for a little bit of black liquid on the edge. Yeah, I drank this. Turned into this thing. I've been gone for 10 years, you know.
No?
Yes.
It may be the distance, the time zone, the number.
Chrome,
Learned that from a disgusting skeleton man.
if it weren't for the things that she's pulled from her somewhere, I would question whether you gave our friend the right information. But this is her, as far as I can tell.
Flattens wings. Of course, I'm Knarh. That's the only thing that I remembered at the time was a name. Called me a changed before I actually ended up down there, turned into a demon, all that stuff. But no, for me it has been 10 years. I would be 30. If I remember my birthday. When was I born? Oh, one of the seasons.
I don't believe I ever came to know. Been so busy for so long.
Oh, you wouldn't know, but my friend Terry would. Dear, wait, what happened to him?
What was his last name?
Terry?
Yes.
Lantern Bridge. Had it on his shield. Always
Knarh.
extremely
It's certainly not.
anxious about you getting it right. He has siblings, as she clicks her fingers together. I wonder if they are.
Do you know what the conditions of your being here are? Are there conditions? Chrome,
Oh, that depends on who summoned me.
did the old man say anything about conditions?
I didn't care for it. Perhaps it's temporarily, but we'll find a way.
She is summoned here and bound here as soon as you undo that circle.
You should ask your wizard person, whoever summoned me. There were more of you. They all dead?
They are.
That's unfortunate.
It is. I'm
Thomas.
glad you think so.
Yes. The bard, though annoying, he was useful.
Yes, you called for me?
There isn't a way for her to stay on this plane, can she?
I've already taken the liberty of binding her to this sanctuary of stone.
Under what conditions? Is there some kind of passphrase? Is she under control of something, or is she herself free?
She is as much herself as she can be.
Good, I think that's better.
That's the loosest contract I've ever heard.
Welcome back, Knarh. And Twilight Mouse will come up and kick the salt circle.
Alright, bye.
We have a lot of work to do.
I simply will have to tell
Knarh,
Colin
wisdom
first.
saving throw.
There it is. Where's my wisdom? Where's the wisdom?
Look at Twilight Mouse. So full of sorrow, guilt. Vicious to pull it from her one strip of her flesh at a time.
I used to collect regrets. I can't really collect those anymore.
However, you're able to shake off the feeling for now.
simply must tell Codsworth to come by sometime. I won't summon him yet. I think you're dealing with one demon right now. I'm a liability to you, aren't I?
Miss Knarh,
No.
you're one
You're
of the methods that we press on.
You are part of the Cornelian Circle. You have a spot.
Very well. So be it. In that case, I need to collect my thoughts. I need to stretch my muscles, my magics.
I had a fucking intrusive thought. He said I need to collect my thoughts. That you were talking about a bunch of girls or something like.
Thoughts?
Yes, let me just collect them. Anyway.
Miss Knarh, I would suggest you find your quarters and stay there until we set off to do something. I would also suggest that you do some research and see if there is a way that someone of your new physiology can find a way to blend in better. I hardly think that you will pass for your average civilian in your current state, and I don't think that even my skills at disguise will be able to cover all of this. Hand gesture.
Okay. Heavens, no. No. There was a rather long-nosed fellow who worked here who knew magic. Does he know disguises? Anything like that?
We can ask.
Walks over to the table and starts looking it over.
Chrome, will you keep an eye on her? I'm going to go speak to Mr. Laza.
Oh, Mr. Laza is right there.
I will knock on the door.
Goes to the chair.
Mr. Laza, before you go in, there's something you should know. Chrome has recovered Miss Knarh in her current demon state.
Oh, I see.
Just so you don't, freak out as you walk in there.
Gets up from the chair. Pauses. Oh!
Oh, hello, Miss Knarh.
Hello. You had a very long name. Apologies for trying to remember things. It's been a while. A long while. Laza? We shortened it to Laza.
Yes, that's fine. Laza Tralakoramon is my full name, but you can call me Laza.
Laza Tralakoramon. Tell me, Laza Tralakoramon, do you have antennas twitch and disguise spells at all?
Yes. Which is why I wanted to speak with you, Sir Chrome. What should we do now? Okay. So I need to back up a little bit out of character. What's the plan, guys?
Whew.
Because I need to know what to prep for. I also need to, update the world with the shit that Chrome did.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I did a lot of shit. But
No, I don't
It's
mean
all
that
right.
in judgment. I just mean that in, I
I
have to do stuff now.
Uh,
But I would like a player plan that I can set up for maps and encounters, and then eventually get the other players in.
So we're still trying to repair the ley lines and stop the Anvanti spirits from flipping the world.
Yes.
We're still on that timer.
we are providers at this point. at the three of us, we can only give armaments and weapons to people on a full scale. We're lacking in people, obviously, but I think we just support the weakest link in our arrangement. In the conquering the whole world situation about fixing the ley lines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how would you like to go about that?
Who
Who's currently
who needs the most help? That's
who's currently
Uh,
the
their
weakest?
in their action of plan, whatever. That we will be the most useful to. Because our plan is to just give them better gear, better weapons.
And if there's ever
Probably
something we
more.
need to go personally handle, we will probably need more muscle, so we should probably hire out for that.
There were certainly things we needed to handle.
Well, I think weakest faction in terms of resources, well, in terms of bureaucratic resources and all that, it's probably the dwarves.
That would make sense.
Or technically Carter, but he's gonna go do some shit directly with Netharius. You can go with him if you want, but there's also the stuff that with the dwarves and things like that. I mean, honestly, they all need help trying to complete their various options. It depends on what you mean by weakest. Like, weakest militarily is definitely the dwarves. Their military is so small now that they can only really guard their city. Even the Western Rebellion has more people than they do. Now, that doesn't mean that their military is weak, like, at fighting, but from their position, they're the smallest piece on the board. But then again, there's also like what do you guys want to get involved with? Because you were successful in convincing these people about the laboratories of Tyr's Labyrinth and stuff like that. So do you want to assist with any of those directly? Do you want to go to the vaults? There's a lot of options here. If you just want to help the weakest, then you go to Demon's Deep and help them with what's happening at the Shadow Bridge.
There's a lot there too.
There is a lot of content in either direction. I just need you guys to choose which one.
There were a lot of things going on in the Demon Waste, if I remember correctly.
We have currently 3 teams handling the Demon Waste. I think they have it covered.
She looks at a map.
The Metharians are in the Demon Waste. Brass Baron has sent men there as well. And a combined effort of John Carter and Evelyn Lestrange are also handling that, as far as we understand it. Though their mission is a little more obscured.
And then there was that we needed to learn about the other demon of Corvinus. Agamemnon? I must say, I don't remember his name ever coming up while I was in hell.
As we are considering what to do for others, Laza still has his little problem, and perhaps we can attempt to find that book for that demon. Did you say no, Chrome?
No, I said true.
True.
But the only problem with that, we don't know any leads besides
Potentially in the demon
it's a
wits.
Here,
demon
I'll
book.
go over a quick reminder of everything. So, the Anvanti Isle situation is being handled by the Sephiran faction. Zyrakost is being explored by the Brass Baron's men. He sent his Brass Shadows. The Ice Under is currently being investigated by a Dwarven contingent of Demons Deep, one of the few they could spare. The Wayward Tower is being investigated by the Western Rebellion, assisted by the Scarlet Finch. The Silver Stones is being investigated by the Barrow King, and the First Light Cathedral is going to, the First Light option is being investigated by Saphira's Merchant.
Which leads to the Whipping Lake Vault, correct? That's no one has touched
Yeah.
upon?
The one in the Weeping Lake? Yeah.
Hmm.
Here, I'll bring up
We
the map
can-
too.
We can forge there and see what's the ongoing issue there. It is
We
our
could.
quickest route there, because we have Twilight Hills.
That's true.
Yeah.
The
But
Weeping
go to-
Lake is not far.
You can go to Hilly Locks.
Yep.
We could.
The Leyline
I
Foci
need-
as well in the Weeping Lake.
We have 2 objectives there.
Yes.
Ooh, there's a lot going on there.
Leyline
I would
Foci.
need to retrain and reclass myself. Though fast.
Well,
You
you'll
can take
have
your time.
time to do that.
Okay.
So that's the plan.
That sounds like a plan to me.
So
We
How
make
do
for Hilly Locks
how do-
and then to Isola.
Hilly Locks content, Isola content, exploring the vault and the Leyline Foci. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I will probably introduce the new characters in Hilly Locks then.
Very good.
Alright. Well, I'm afraid that's all I got for you.
Fantastic session.
That works.
We still got a nice meaty one with only fucking 1 to 2 to 3 people.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I've done a lot. I moved a lot of pieces around the board.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you moved a rather interesting piece, right? I'll tell you that much.
Man. That was good though. I like that. Did you
I
guys
gave him a
like-
warning.
Did you
Anything
guys
happened, that's not them.
Did you guys like the hell thing?
Yeah.
Of Knarh
That's pretty
going
good.
through 10 years of demon life,
My gosh, 10 years.
building a successful career, and then being summoned into the waking realm.
Dude,
Where
I'm
am
gonna
I?
go back someday and they're gonna be like, "Where have you been?" And I was like, some old best summoned me.
Good
Your
to know
best
you
friends. Your best friend summoned you.
Yes, best friends and some old crotchety man.
Very good.
Hey, you got some prospects going for you for the future, for your retirement. Not the rest of us have something so nice.
What about
Some of
your,
us have got
what about-
Oblivion
what-
to enjoy.
What about your 666k plan?
Yeah.
That's gonna fall through, isn't it?
I know
Stronghold.
you've been paying into it. So
Oh, sweet.
trade offer: I receive 20,000 gold. You receive a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah.
Knarh putting in the work.
Oh gosh.
click.
That was definitely the first week.
Oh man, I'm so ready for fucking Gallows and Gold to turn into a very different campaign now. Thanks for that.
Alrighty,
I mean, you got demons and aberrations down there.
good stuff, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Dude.